Hello, it's BB Rachel and welcome to Talking Flavours. And today we are with...
B, come on.
So obviously I brought him on because he's upcoming rapper in Manchester. He's doing well for himself, age 16. And things are going how it's meant to be anyway. So today we're going to delve into a conversation. We're going to go into your life, about how everything's been going on, and just we want to hear what you've got to say, because I feel like people have misconceptions about you. Like,
Yes.
I feel like people just think you're just some rapper from Manny, but that's not what it is. It's not what it is. So today we're going to delve in deep to find out more about you. So what I want to find out first, you, when it comes to your rapping, like, where did it all start? Like, was you rapping from young? You know them people, they'll say, I knew I was going to be a rapper when I was young. Was that your case?
I always knew it was destined in a way because I was doing other things in it. So it was like, okay, let's put it like
And
this.
what were them other things, may I ask?
Like, I was destined with like football,
gymnastics, flexible.
Yeah, but so year one, I knew how to like rhyme words and stuff. So it came like a couple of years, like obviously in year one I wasn't freestyling like how I freestyle now, but I was rhyming other 1-2 words.
Okay.
To around year 5, year 6 where I was doing it more. Then there was this one time in year 7, like the whole of my school, we were in Whitworth Park, just literally on Winslow Road. Yeah?
Yes.
Done some freestyling in it. It was Donny's song, what's it called? You Alright? Yeah. So I did my cover of that in it. And I put it out on socials and it just went viral. So
Really?
I thought, like, I didn't really look at it in a way as like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be a rapper now. I just thought, you know, let me carry on. Year 8.
Because it was looking good.
Exactly, yeah. Things were looking good, like got like 1K views in like 2 days. And that was like, rap. Get me?
Because you knew this from young, yeah. How did your friends around you, like, do you feel when you was younger they were kind of like, oh, don't do that? Because, you know, everyone has this misconception that, like, black boys, they just rap. That's what they do. So did you have them two comments from people like, I don't actually think this is what you should be doing? Like, the rapping, maybe stick to the football, because they look at black men as being more athletic.
Yeah.
So did you have people saying to you, yo, like, don't be rapping, don't do that?
Not really. You know what it was? It was like when I was young and I could like rhyme, everyone was saying like, yo, you're gonna make it when you're older. I was like, I don't know, bro, like I'm a footballer, you get me? But obviously now it's not the case.
Yeah, it's not the case.
Obviously they will always give me positive comments, but it did get to a time where it was like around, when I actually started rapping, that's when people started saying like, nah, bro, like don't do your thing. Because obviously it came to year 8, we used to do freestyles in the corridors, and then we used to just make videos, everything would go viral, like, ask everyone from they would know in it, but most of these people I don't talk to anymore, but there's a particular reason. But year 9, so it came to year 9, obviously I joined Kai, so if you know about Kai, so
yeah, we do. I'm in Kai, so
shout out to you maybe as well.
Honestly.
This is youth organisation. So I started off there, and I started doing like little gigs kind of. So it was like there was one performance, so like an open mic. Keyman handed me the mic and I thought like, wow. I've been writing bars for time. I had like a whole notebook full of bars, and I thought, should I just do my thing? Went up on stage, I was feeling shy. I said, you know what, let me do it. I've done it. The received energy was just amazing.
Wow.
So I felt like, okay, say no more. I started from February 2019, and I went on from there doing gigs like every week, every 2 weeks, you know, a lot of gigs every month.
Wow.
So,
and were some of these paid, some not?
Some of these were paid, you know, like, eventually it was paid, like, when it got around to, like, summertime in 2019, because I did Carnival, I did Manchester International Festival, and that's when things were growing and more, and as I did more shows, then more pay and whatnot. But it was like, when it got to year 9, there weren't a lot of supportive people, due to a lot of things that were going on at that time, because the school I go to, Trinity High School, there's been a lot of beef, a lot of misconceptions, people creating fake rumors about me and other people, like my people, and that led to people hating, man, for no reason. So it's like when I've come up with the music, everyone thought like, rah, things are sweet, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, so, yeah, man.
Do you mean, you know, support levels? Like, do you feel like it was there when you was trying to come up? Like, you talked about going on the Manchester International Festival, like, when Keem was asking you to do them things, do you feel like the support levels were there? Because I speak to a lot of people and they're like, you know, when I was younger, when I was trying to come up, I don't think there was a lot of people there helping me. Do you believe, you've lost them two friends, but do you still believe that there was a support space bubble for you?
Yeah, 100%, because when I was in Kaiso, I was the youngest member at the time. I was
Yeah.
only like 13 or so.
I know you said this before.
So it's like when I was spitting bars, people was thinking, nah, this kid, he don't even know his age. But for him to be 12 and spitting bars like that, it's mental. So it's like everybody in Kaiso was supporting me at that time. So I thought I could literally do anything. So it's like I still feel shy around them, but I could still spit my bars, you get me? So it was like the support levels in Kaiso was there. Outside Kaiso, like when it comes to school, publicly, the support was kind of is there, but it was because due to my school,
due to your school and surroundings,
fully there. It was back and forth in a way, if you know what I'm trying to say.
I want to like go deeper into this. Like your school life, you talk about how you've kind of lost friends, rumors were spread. Right now, you've gone to college now. Do you believe that you can look back and say, you know, that shaped me into the person I am? Them people, because like you said, in fact, I want to go deeper. Why is it that them people are no longer in your life? Is it because you choose, or is it situations? I know you're not going to name and shame, but what exactly is the reason why them people you won't consider them as friends as we speak?
I won't name and shame.
Yeah, we don't name and shame.
Everybody knows that, like, I've got good energy and I love to keep people around me. But it's like, I've been through a lot of shit my whole life. Like, I've been bullied since year 1 to even year 11. But I don't class it as bullying in year 11 because I wasn't really bothered. So it's like, these times when I'm getting bullied in high school, nobody wanted to know, man. Like, they didn't want to back my beef. When I beef outside school, no one wanted to back, man. When I was taking it, I was getting posted on Snapchat. People were laughing at, man. I come into school, people were just, they wasn't in my face, but they were saying stuff behind man's back. So it's like type of an indirect type of thing.
Indirect.
So most of my people that used to call me their people, or their guy, they were chilling with the same people that used to chat all this crap about me, innit? And obviously it made me think, like, how can I do a lot for these guys, back these guys when it comes to beef and all this stuff there, chat to these guys like a friendly way and be there for them. Just for them to turn around and go on socials and say two words, everybody believes it.
Honestly.
And it wasn't really nice, you get me?
To move off the deep aspects, we're going to come back to it. I want to know, like, music-wise, have you improved? I know you've got a manager now, proper into them things there. Do you like that? Like, are you happy that you're in that type of system? Because I've heard a lot of stories with a lot of artists, they get into the management, they don't like it. Obviously, you're not going to come and just say whatever here, but do you advise it to any of our upcoming artists? You say, yeah, get the manager, get the management. Do you like it?
Well, this is a hard one, because I was actually in college yesterday writing about being independent or being a label.
Yeah, it's called independent or being with a label, yeah. Like, which one do you think you would advise more? I feel like with bigger artists, they need that label in some sense to kind of keep them intact and keep the growth.
Yeah.
But
kind
what do you think?
I always say independent, because there's a lot of things that can happen in management that people won't clock just because their things are going good. So it's like, you could be in management now, you could be banging views and whatnot. Like, the songs that you're releasing is, what people want to hear. But if you compare yourself from then to from before, then you're going to see things are changing. Like, I'm not saying that people can't change, you will change.
Yeah.
But there's obviously some managements, or managers that will try change your image just like that. And I have older friends that are artists that have told me the same thing. And obviously it's not good, because a lot of things can happen when you realise you're changing, when you realise someone else is changing you, it affects your mental health. And that
it does, when you have no
serious,
control.
like, when it comes to management, like, it causes so much disruption when it comes to your music, and then before you know it, you won't be releasing songs, you feel like you're being controlled. So that's why I always stay independent, because when you're more of yourself, when you're more of who you want to be, that's what people want to see, because, when you're yourself, people love it.
They do. What do you believe your image is? Like, music-wise, what would you say is your image?
Like,
because you talked about changing your image, so what is yours?
I say
how do you want to be seen, actually?
I want to be seen as, like, other than a legend, I want to be seen as an inspiration. I've already been seen as an inspiration because I get told these things every day from youth. Because my music is different to what you hear every day. You get me? Like, I might touch on certain topics, but if you think about all the music that everyone's been singing now, it's different towards mine. Like, I actually reach deep into subjects. Like, I will be soon, because I've got tunes there. I've got a lot of tunes that are going to be touching on the subject. So it's like, when I'm touching a different type of audience, because that's what you have to do when it comes to this music thing. You know, you have the odd drill, you're touching the same audience every time. But me, when I spit on a drill beat, bro, I'm not touching no gang. I'm not touching no gang audience. I'm touching the youths, them. I'm touching like the older people. Like I'm speaking on things that people wouldn't think I'd speak on. So, yeah, man, I feel like people see me as like a very, very humble rapper because they don't know where exactly I've came from. But you know, doing interviews like this, that's when people will know like more of me, will just think like, wow, he's really came from this side. But they wouldn't really know that because they only see the Snapchat, the Instagram.
Yeah, what's going on?
Smiling and all that stuff. But you don't really know what's going on until I say something.
It happens. You talked about the drill, the genre, right? What do you think about that? Like, I'm not no hater on drill because I'm not going to sit here and say I don't listen. But what? Are you drinking water?
Oh, my voice.
No, but honestly, what do you think about it? Is it something do you think you'll ever hop on drill? Something you'll do? It's so sticky when you speak about drill, but I feel like it has shaped the UK music scene, definitely. Yeah. Like, it's one of our major selling things. But what do you think about it? Like, is it something you hop on? Do you rate it? Any favourite drill artists that you got?
You know what it is? I've already hopped on drill, but as I said before, my drill is different to these people. But it's like, when I hear drill, I don't even listen to drill like that, I can't lie to you. Like, I'm an all-around music person. Like, my music playlist is just crazy. Like, it can go from sad to happy to something that no one will ever hear. But it's like, when I hear drill, it's like the same repetitive thing. Like,
I feel like it's very structured. Like, it's just... It's the same thing over and over again, and like you said, you're changing it up a bit, aren't you? But do you ever see yourself like actually fully hopping on drill for a long time?
No, I wouldn't say for a long time, because the way how I want my image to be and the things that I'm going to be touching on, they won't always be touched on drill. You know, you could have like rap type beats, you have Afro swing. You know, you get deep into them subjects. They're like, what I want to do first, I want to touch on them beats first and make bangers from those. Then I want to go back into my culture and bring it back home for one more time. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this is what artists need to do. Like, I listen to a lot of artists. Like, if you heard of, if I say a name right, I say a name right. You know, Little Sims or something.
Yes, I do. Yes, that's her name.
Right. So
she's lit.
I haven't listened to her music like that, but when I've listened to it, it sounded like back home culture, like black people.
Yeah, proper back. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I feel like all artists should do that more because that's what we have to do now.
It's kind of got lost because obviously trends have come in, so people don't view it. But I know what you kind of mean, that type of aesthetic, as call it. Yeah.
Everyone feels, not everyone, but them type of gangsters feel entitled to that life. But you shouldn't feel entitled to be a gang member. You shouldn't feel entitled to, you know, chill on the block with them guys. Like me, I don't excuse my swearing, but I fuck with myself and fuck with my people that love me and that show me the right ways. Like me personally, I don't fuck with no gang member. Like, I know gang members, but I don't fuck with none of them, because that's just gonna lead you in a way, well, in a place where you don't want to go. So I feel like a lot of things around our community have been done good. Like, the support is there. Like, you have a lot of youth workers, you know, you have Hideaway, you have 8-4 Youth, you have Powerhouse,
everything
you have
there.
Adventure. Like, there's so many more. You know, you even got Trinity House as well. Like, the youth clubs are what are doing it for the youngers right now. I feel like the youngers need to get more intact to these
with what's going on.
Exactly, because when you get more into it, that's when you see certain things. You know, when you hear certain examples from people that have been on the roadside, then you'll know like why you shouldn't do it.
Why you shouldn't do it.
So I feel like, I don't know how this chain is going to be broken.
But it will be.
I've always thought it will be, but I always felt like the gangs should just come together and just say like, yo, we need to cut it here, because like, what are they really doing?
I think that comes down to stubbornness, you know. Because around me, obviously we don't name and shame, but like, I feel it's not even, when boys are in these gangs, they feel like that's the only way for them. But now I feel there's a choice, and people are genuinely picking it. They want to be gangsters. They're literally picking that life. And before, back then, it actually used to be that's how every man used to follow through. Dad, uncle, brother, like, that's how it actually used to follow through. But now, these men's parents will be like, they'll have full-on main jobs. Your mum and dad can afford the things you want, and you'll be claiming that you got to grind, you got to work up, more time, everything's sweet for you. But I get what you mean. I want you to give a message to, let's say there's someone listening to you right now. They like everything you do, but they're in a very bad space right now. I just want you to give your last message, and we're going to call it quits.
Right, cool. I'd say this is where it gets you. Prison or dead. That's it. That's the only place that road is going to get you. From now, when I say so, put down the knives. A lot of people have said so. Most of your favorite artists have already said so. Just think about how your mom or your dad is going to be feeling when they find out that you put someone 6 foot deep. That's what I'm going to say.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you for joining us today. And this has been Talking Flavours with you, Rachel.